Somebody done pissed Michael Irvin off. The playmaker. God damn, bro. That's crazy. I haven't seen him like, it's a difference between being hyped up and being animated and being, you know what I'm saying, that guy on the sideline that you see for the Miami Hurricanes. And that's a total different type of energy. That's a total different type of vibe from what you about to see in this video. Probably y'all seen it, but I haven't I've seen clips, but I haven't seen like the full version of it. So I want to go ahead and actually react to it. I don't even know the podcast that he's talking about, but we'll give our 2 cents here and there, you know what I'm saying, from a fan perspective and see, you know what I'm saying, what's the actual issue right here.
Let me share something with you today. Because I woke up, I put toothbrush to tooth, I looked in the mirror and I talked to me today. And I do that every day. Before I pick up my phone and allow social media to invade my person and my space. So I'm glad I did it the way I did it, but that I did it still won't.
Mike still look like he be in a gym, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. Mike, you still hitting them weights, bruh? I see you, my boy.
Get me off what I saw when I first got on social media today. The first thing I saw that popped up on my...
The whole time, my bad, I'm gonna stop pausing it, bro. But you can tell Mike from the old school, bro, just from like all the pictures in the background and stuff like that. You see that like at like G-My house. You see that at your G-My house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All the old school folks, they gonna have them old pictures with them frames and all that, bro. For sure, for sure.
Phone was this dumb. This mother brother right here on Facts Over Feeling podcast talking about Deion Sanders.
Okay, Facts Over Feeling podcast. We're gonna go ahead and check that out too after we finish, you know what I'm saying, actually reacting to this.
Couldn't play and cover the receivers today. Talked about the speed of the receivers today making a difference in this game. And then he's...
I'm sorry, but like it be thoughts that be going through my head when I be like, cause like you gotta be careful about I'm very careful about how I digest content, especially sports content, especially content about football, right? Especially when it comes from players. I'm gonna get to what I mean. Like when you hear a player, an ex-player go off about a podcast, you gotta wonder like, is this genuine feelings about, you know what I'm saying, which this is, but this particular video, you can tell that this is Mike's personal feelings about what was said about him. But what I'm saying is like you have to be careful about players trying to basically big up other players' podcasts by creating a drama, you know what I'm saying, or creating a storyline to now get that podcast off its whatever it's at. I'm not saying that it's not popular or whatever the case may be. You just don't want manufactured content. You want genuine content. That's what I'm talking about.
Said, you know, Deion didn't play against guys like today. I mean, the guys today can really run fast. Deion didn't have to go against really fast guys. And then this mug puts my picture and Jerry Rice picture up.
Prime wasn't covering the people that these boys are covering either. He's in an era where he's a fucking alien or somebody from the future that was dropped off in the wrong time.
But he could come in this time and
yeah, because he can ball in this time. That's what I'm saying. Like the receivers from back then
might not be prime though.
Who is bruh? I don't even, who is that? Not like I'm trying to figure out like who he played for. Like you gotta understand, bro. Like we all know it's different type of receivers, bruh. We all like you got, okay, for example, if you want to bring up like this modern day era, right? I'm not even gonna bring up Calvin Johnson because he ran 4.4. Like you gotta look at like maybe Larry Fitzgerald, who really wasn't a fast receiver, but dominated in his era. You feel what I'm saying? He wasn't a Julio Jones, like he wasn't a alien of a athlete to where as though he big, strong. You know, so even if you want to look at Dez Bryant, he wasn't super fast, bro. He was just you know what I'm saying, superbly athletic when it came down to high pointing the ball in the air, going across the middle. You got players like Hines Ward. I'm not saying that Prime couldn't guard them. Is what I'm saying is it's different types of receivers. You feel what I'm saying? And to me, you know what I'm saying, Prime is one of those ones the way as though it didn't matter who you put him on. The inevitable was going to happen, bro. Darrelle Revis, it don't matter who you put him on, the inevitable was going to happen. Like, it's not too much on film. Champ Bailey is the inevitable is going to, like, it's not too, I don't care what you put out there. Now, you got some corners that's like, if you put a certain type of receiver against them, that's kind of their weakness. Like if you put like Richard Sherman, if you put like a quicker type of receiver on him, he had trouble. Who else? Jalen Ramsey, when he was playing corner, if you put a quicker type of receiver on him, not even a faster one, but just somebody that was twitchy, he had trouble. Not saying he couldn't guard it, but it gave him more trouble. You feel what I'm saying? So it all depends, bro. But for you to pick out like the cream of the crop, Deion Sanders said the reason why he dominated was because Michael Irvin wasn't fast or Jerry Rice wasn't fast. Jerry Rice is number one in everything. Like, so that's going to negate the take right there. Second of all, is like the game was different.
Who are you gonna be?
Oh,
I'm
shit.
just saying. You got a lot of people. You got a lot of guys. You got to line up every week.
Every week.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, that look like Brandon Jacobs right there, if I'm not mistaken.
Wide receiver.
I get it, but shit.
These guys that
he played against weren't that fast, bro. Like,
I don't know. Though,
they were stronger, but they weren't that fast. These guys now, they big, they fast, they can jump.
Are you shitting me?
See, this is what makes me think of like, cause remember, like I just pay attention to. I pay attention to tendencies. I pay attention to. I just don't want manufactured content because you had Asante Samuel, and I feel like Asante Samuel, it was being genuine when he tried to compare himself to Deion for the simple fact that he did have the numbers to back it up. So his case was, I want to be looked at in that light because our numbers are similar. So that he had a actual fair take, and that's what propelled his podcast and what he got going on over there. I felt like that shit was genuine. Now you come back with this totally new podcast with Brandon Jacobs. That's the only person that I've seen to like from face value actually know. And be like, and come up with this wild take of Deion. And we know that certain people that you mention on YouTube or on these social media websites pertaining to football is going to get traction. So that's why I'm saying, like, is this shit just like we just gonna say some big wild ass shit to get the podcast off, or do you actually feel this way?
I'm like, are you shitting me? Oh, wait. Whoa, let me. We are the two most accomplished receivers in the history of this game. When you're talking about the most important things, championships, and your stupid ass talking about running fast, like people weren't running fast back then.
Right.
Are you shitting me? Why do you talk on a microphone? Why do you have a microphone? What the hell are you talking about? I don't even know your name. And I certainly don't know your game because you don't. I don't see you every year with a gold jacket in that Hall of Fame room. I don't see you anywhere great players are. So who the fuck are you to talk about what? Deion Sanders couldn't cover these guys today. First of all,
see, this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, this is like, I understand Mike's point of view, his perspective for sure. And that's Deion, that's his guy, 100%. And right now, Deion going through some shit, so he really can't defend himself and ain't got time to defend himself because he got coaching to do, health problems, all types of shit going on. So he don't even need to concern himself with this shit. But it's kind of like, bro, like that's what I'm saying. You pull up the players you pulled that you talking about are like bruh, they are like on Mount Rushmore of their fucking positions in the game, bro. So it's kind of like, bruh, to actually compare, not compare, but to actually try to put them against this era of guys who hasn't done anything. They put up some stats, but they haven't really, you know what I'm saying, accomplished anything winning wise. And they haven't, like, it's one thing to win in the NFL, and you can win by just being a part of a good team. But I'm talking about actually contributing and winning. Like, we know that Michael Irvin was a key piece in that triplet offense when it came out to the Dallas Cowboys. Whatever the case may be, we know that he was the number one option when it comes down to receiving. We know that about Jerry Rice, that we ain't gotta say too much. So it's kind of like, bro, like, then we know that Deion Sanders was the corner that invented like shutdown corner. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you had some hard hitting corners. You had the Mel Blunts and all them, of course. But like, Deion was the first one, was like, he can eliminate a side of the field. He's the one that traveled. He was the first. I think he was the first corner to actually travel. Like, so it's kind of like, I don't know, bro. I just feel like this some rage baiting type shit. And Michael Irvin, you know what I'm saying? Him being him, he just felt the need to do this shit.
First of all, I'm gonna do just like the airlines tell you. What does the airlines tell you when you're on the airline? If we have a problem, put the mask on yourself, then put it on your kids or any loved ones who are with you. So I'm going to save me in this dumb shit, and then I'm going to talk about time in it and save him from this dumb shit. Let me tell you something, Holmes. Let me tell you something. And the Bible says it. He that argues with a fool may be considered a fool. But I'm ready to be a fool today. Like, dude, do you really know what you're talking about? Do you really have any clue at what you're talking about? You think there were not fast guys in the league when I played? You think Tyreek Hill can outrun an Olympian like Bullet Bob Hayes, who played before me?
Yep, him. You had the Comet. It was I think Gale Sayers. Then they had it was like two of them in Chicago. It was Gale Sayers, and then it was somebody else they called the Comet, if I'm not mistaken. Then you had it was a guy. I think it might have been like the guy from the '72 Dolphins. He was like considered like a track guy. I think Mercury Morris or something like that. Who else was considered like a track guy from like the '70s, '80s era? I would. It's kind of, I know about Billy Bob Hayes for sure. I know about the Comet. It's like they had some fast players. I'm not saying like, even from like, if you want to say like the early 90s, like you had your Rocket Ishmaels, you had your, who else was like burners though? Like you had them out there for sure.
Think he can outrun the Ronaldo Nehemiahs who tried to play in this game? You know why he tried? Because they wanted speed in the game, but other things were required when we played. You must get to run around and play fucking 7-on-7 touch football. We had pain in our game, and y'all don't even know shit about pain. Every route you got hit, even running around in the middle of, you could get tapped by those linebackers. They took off.
Yeah, that shit crazy, bro. Like, even like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, bro, back then, bro, not even back then. Let's just say like the, what's his name, bro, that used to play for, he went to Ohio State and then played for Pittsburgh, and he ended up paralyzed. It was a kickoff return, bro. The nigga almost died, bro. He almost died, bro, for the Buffalo Bills on a kick return. That's the reason why they don't do the wedges no more. Like, we seen what Sean Taylor did to the dude in the Pro Bowl. Like what Roy Williams, Sean Taylor, and them boys used to do. Like that, like it was serious, bro. Like shit, bro. What them Steelers teams used to do, James Harrison and all, man.
All of that out the game because y'all asses were soft and you couldn't take it. You come from a damn era of everybody gets a trophy in NIL where nobody fights for a starting job. I ain't started. I'm going to go leave and start somewhere else. Get the fuck out of my face talking noise until you know what you're talking about. I will dominate this era of football. Dominate. Football's not about running fast. It's not about speed. It's about getting the job done. It's about getting the job done. And you,
especially for him, it's like just get to the spot. I just need. That's what their offense was based off of, though. Like for Michael and Troy, I need you to be here when I need you to be here. Just timing and rhythm. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be super fast. Just be there when I need you to be there. When I hit my back foot on my 5-step drop, I need you to be there. When I hit my back foot on my 7-step drop, I need you to be there. And as long as he catch that motherfucker, which he gonna catch it. Hey man.
You gonna tell me you know somebody that got the job done better than me? Better than Jerry Rice, that you gonna use our picture and trying to make your point? Are you stupid or are you stupid? That's why I hate everybody got a podcast, everybody got a voice, and everybody don't know what the hell they're talking about. There was separate from ball, separation from the football, and it was allowed, it was encouraged, it was actually praised when you knock somebody out.
Facts. You can't even crack back no more in today's game, bro. Like you can't really like on a kickoff. Even as youngins when we was playing, bro. Like we used to live for that. Let you like you catch somebody like jogging and not looking or what? Man, I'm about to crush Sam. I'm trying to get the oohs and the ahs. I want the oohs and the ahs from the crowd, bro. I'm trying to hit this nigga so hard, bro. You hear me? But you like nowadays though, what you see is you'll see if like okay, it's a quarterback coming around towards the sideline, right? It's a defender here. Like it's defender about to meet the quarterback. He's trying to basically turn up the field to go up the sideline. There's a receiver that sees him. He can't come down. Usually, even like he can't come down and crack back him. He has to come back down and just throw his arms up and just get in his way to prevent the flag. You feel what I'm saying? Even like you can't do it. Like you can't blow him up. At one point, you used to be able to blow anybody up on the field. Nowadays, you just can't do it.
If anybody hit your asses, they'll suspend them for 3 weeks.
Fine them.
You couldn't even play when I played the game. And some of these fucks you talking about, they couldn't even play when we played the game. And even to tap on to how dumb you are and how stupid y'all asses are with oh my God, when you started talking about, well, Deion couldn't play with these guys. I want to see him play with some real fast guys. See if he can play with all these speed guys. And then the first 2 examples you bring up was Chad Johnson and Justin Jefferson, who are not fast.
Well, he didn't say Chad. He said he brought up Jamal, I think. I don't know. I gotta go. That's why I said I gotta go watch that I gotta watch the episode.
Guys. So I'm sitting here saying, what the hell is he talking about? I don't mind you being stupid. I don't mind you being dumb. I don't mind you not knowing what the fuck you talking about, but keep my name out your mouth when you don't know what you're talking about. Keep my name and my image. Don't try to shit on my work when I won championships on every level. On every level. When they can knock niggas out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, you're triggering me.
Stop talking. As long as I'm paying the loan back, it's not a problem.
Hey, bro. Michael Irvin seen this shit. Woke up and seen that shit. Oh, yeah, this shit triggered the fuck out of me. Oh, hell nah. He got me all the way fucked up. That's crazy. But, like, he right, though. The crazy thing about it is he's right, though. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you want to go out here and say, is Jamar Chase more talented than a Michael Irvin, you can say that. If you want to say Justin Jefferson is more talented than a Michael Irvin, you can say that. But it's one thing about the playmaker that those guys don't have. It is that toughness. It is that ability to go across that middle and put your body on the line week in and week out. You don't see that a lot nowadays, you know what I'm saying? within the game. And then on top of that, if they do, it's not as taxing as it was back then. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the point that he getting at, which I 100% understand. And he has rings for that. So you know what I'm saying? Like for some people, this is going to come back to the situation or the debate of rings over stats. You feel me? So it's kind of like, especially for Jerry. I don't even know why he put Jerry up there. I don't like Jerry was a scrub. Like the way you putting these players up when you talked about how he talked about it, it's like, okay, these guys was really not even that good for real. When we talking about a 3-time Super Bowl champion and we talking about what? Jerry got 4, maybe even 5. He got 4 or 5. 5? I think he got 5. He got 4 with Joe and 1 with Steve. So it's kind of like, you how you gonna compare that to the GOAT? You gonna compare the other receivers to the GOAT, bruh? That's crazy.
Go passes in the midst of pain. Y'all don't do that. Y'all ain't never had to do that. So shut the hell up. Motherfuckers. Trying to shit on my career.
Got the dog barking and shit, Mike. Chill, Mike.
You or none of these fucks could play and do the things I did. So shut the hell up. Sick of this shit. I take it. I listen. What about come out where you caught more pass? I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about none of that. I won championships. That means I went in and made plays where pain lived. Y'all can't do that. Y'all ain't never did that. Y'all don't have to do that. You don't practice worth of shit. You don't take no hits. Everybody touch you, you throw a flag. You understand what I'm saying? Stop.
Hey, yo, I'm telling you, bro. Hey, Mike, one of them old school players, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro. He fuck with today's game. It's just that he know that it's a different game. We all know that it's a different game. I'm saying, like, if you probably around my age bracket, like you in your early 30s, late 20s, mid 20s, you know that the game was played different, and you've been following this game for a long time. You know that the game is played way different. It's more offensive friendly now. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I for the life of me, I be mad at when defenses play man to man and all that. Like, bro, they practice this shit. They practice going 1-on-1. I'm not giving you the 1-on-1. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't even make sense. Only time I'm giving you 1-on-1 is if I got a premier corner. But not somebody that I feel as though is premier, that I know is a premier, top of the crop, cream of the crop corner that can hold his own. If I don't have that, no, I'm scheming around it. But he got a point.
Man, stop. I ain't trying to put nobody down, but I ain't gonna stay down and let you put me down.
That's a fact.
Are you joking? Are you joking? Dude, I'll catch 200 passes in today's game. Literally 200 passes a year. A year. I ain't never catch a pass behind the line of scrimmage in my whole career. All my passes were up the field in the midst of pain. And I caught them anyway. And I caught them every day, and I caught them every kind of way. And the bigger the game, the bigger I played.
That's a fact, bro. That shit crazy, bro. He's talking about practice and in the game.
So I don't care that you stupid. I don't care that your ass is ignorant. And I don't care that you don't know what the hell you're talking about. But don't use my fucking image. Don't use my image. Don't use my image. And don't use Jerry Rice's image. Use somebody else.
Yeah, it was a rage bait, Mike. Definitely a rage bait for sure. And it's crazy because this right here actually got what he wanted out of it. But like, I think that the game, what he talking about, I think that the game needed to hear that. I think that the youngest needed to hear that because you can go back and look at Michael Irvin highlights. You can go back and look at the film, the tape, all of that, bro. Like he, you know what I'm saying? First it was Drew Pearson, and he was kind of a finesse receiver. He was like, Michael Irvin was probably like the first, you know what I'm saying, strong possession type, big physical receiver that Dallas had that wore 88. You feel what I'm saying? So it was, a lot of people don't get to wear that 88, man, when they come out to the Dallas Cowboys.
Are your producers, but whoever did it, shit on y'all. Y'all lost the whole idea of what it takes and what it is. That's what's wrong with what's going on right now. That's what's wrong. Everybody pulled one element out of the game. Oh, he can run, and you think he can play. Ronaldo Nehemiah. These are Olympic athletes. Ronaldo Nehemiah tried to run through that zone in the NFL, and God, he met God that day. He met God that day. These jokers you talking about nowadays, they don't have to see God. I had to go see God to make plays. That's right. I had to go. That means you got to go look death right in the face.
And they say like when you play football, we talking about grown men now. Them collisions are like mini car accidents, maybe like full-on car accidents, and then the intent in which defenders played back then, bro, it was ill intent, bro. I'm telling you, they were trying to knock your head off. Look at them old Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm talking about the steel curtain all the way up to the Ryan Clark and them days. You can go look at the San Francisco 49ers Ronnie Lott days. You can go look at the Mel Blount and them Oakland Raiders days. You go look at who else was a dominant defense? The Baltimore Ravens and them Ray Lewis days. The Tampa Bay early 2000 days. The Bears defense. They had a Bounty Gate with the New Orleans Saints and against the Minnesota Vikings when Brett Favre was there. It was encouraged to like, bruh, yeah, go get that.
And say, I'm going to make this play anyway. Y'all don't have to do that. They can't touch you until after you catch the pass. Well, they separated us from pass and I still caught it. Damn.
Yeah, Mike, go crazy.
I calm myself every morning when I wake up and look in the mirror when I put toothbrush to tooth and say, you are the man. Go have a plan and win the day. And you disturb all of my peace with the first thing I pick up is this mess. This mess. And this is why I don't even go on social media when I first wake up. I have to go calm myself, but I would not have you shitting on my accomplishments. And you're going to put me and Jerry Rice up. We are the two most accomplished receivers ever in the National Football League.
That's what I'm saying. That's what make it crazy, bruh. That's what make it crazy. Even the take alone about Deion was crazy when Deion is known for speed anyway. So I'm like, what? Like you saying like was Deion speed fraud? Like did he not run a 4.2 in the like? Come on, bro. There's people that actually seen him run that said like it looked like his feet wasn't even touching the ground.
That part you do have right. But the rest, you know not what you're talking about. And shit like you and people like you should not be able to talk to anybody. How can you take them where you did not go? A championship. How can you tell them what you do not know? Courage. Nigga going to catch a slant when running lock trying to take your head off. You don't know it. And all the dudes you talking about, they can run off fast. They don't know it.
That's why I'm surprised. Ain't nobody debate that though. Like on the when everybody seemed like everybody that was on that panel job went with that shit. So that's what made it kind of crazy. Cause it's like, bro, come on, bro, we this prime, bro. That's why I'm like now it seemed like to me, this is my personal opinion, and I don't know if you recognize it or whatever the case may be. You know, my videos don't get out there, but like I say some shit and then I hear what I said in my video and somebody else's video, and they just get more traction. But it's like, I feel like when it's a new podcast or somebody that's new from the NFL that they want to get into podcasting, they want to get their shit off the ground, they mention Prime or they mention Shannon Sharp or they mention somebody whose name they might even start mentioning Cam Newton now. Because they are like the It's not because they great players. We all know that. It's the fact that their names get traction. Their names get views within, you know what I'm saying, within the YouTube algorithm, because they're already known entities. But then if you might have a name in this sport, right? You might have a name in this sport, but your name is not as big as somebody else's name, which is in that sport and on YouTube. So you're trying to get into the YouTube. That's how I'm looking at this shit, because it's like, bro, you had no other, like, you saying this, it sounds so crazy. Everybody gonna think it sound crazy, but everybody know, like, if you know, like, this was a rage bait, but Michael Irvin just couldn't help himself, because you is talking about, like, his name. You put his picture up there. You talking about prime, but then you chose the two best fucking damn near receivers of that generation, which was the late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s. Like, that's what it was a rage bait.